Hello and welcome to another first Descendant video. So today we are talking about the Secret Garden. I finished maxing it out. I'm happy with the setup. So I'll show you the build and then go into more detail about the different aspects, the attributes, the rerolls and the unique ability and so on. So this is the page. If you just want the module setup, here it is. Of course, fully catalysted, and I have put an energy activator. Overall, I'm getting 824 DPS, which is amazing. I did not think this gun would get anywhere close to the enduring legacy, but it is. Now this is a tactical rifle, but to me, the way I have ended up setting this, it feels like an SMG because it has quick reload time, has more magazine than the Thunderbolt, and it does almost as much damage as the enduring legacy. So first up, let's have a quick look at the attributes. So I ended up getting toxic attack and the attributes, and this is very good because this gun works well with Freyna anyway, and adding a little more toxic is great. Now you can go with something else here instead. The other three, firearm attack, firearm critical hit rate, firearm critical hit damage, those are great. Even though firearm attack is blue, I don't mind, it's doing pretty high damage anyway. Instead of toxic, you can go for more ammo, bonus ammo in the magazine. That would be useful. You can go for chill as well if you want to use this with the Viessa, because the unique ability works with Viessa as well. So even though I'm calling this Freyna's gun, this is a very versatile gun. You can use it with Ajax, you can use it with Viessa, and you can also just use it generally like all-purpose gun. Remove the toxic stuff and just shred because it does insane damage. Now the mods here. So we have the usual few mods, so I'll just quickly go over them. Rifling reinforcement, we use this to increase the attack. Firearm attack 32% here. Action reaction also does that, 61% firearm attack. It adds 20% recoil, but I have a solution for that as well. Expand weapon charge, this I use often to increase the ammo in the magazines. So this does that, 49%. Then we have fire rate up, again shoots faster basically, so fire rate up 25%, something that is used in most guns. Then we have critical hit rate increase with better insight and critical hit damage increase with better concentration. Again, these two are frequently used. I added more critical hit damage with concentration priority. This adds reload time, so it increases the reload time, so that is the penalty with this one, but again I have a solution for that as well. So earlier I said we have increased recoil with this one, so to counter that I have added insight stabilizer. This reduces recoil by 30%, so we were increasing it by 20%, now it's decreased by 10% overall, so it actually handles and feels very nice to use. Now to cover for the reload time increase with this one, this increased the reload time by 30%. We've added reload time modifier with reload focus, and this reduces it by 25%. So we are overall getting a minus 5%. So a little slower than normal, but it's still fast enough that you can reload quickly. Now the bullets in the magazine, we are getting 71 with the help of this. So you have a decent sized magazine, and then you have a very fast reload, so that also works. Now for example, my Thunder Cage has a 1.82 second reload, and my Thunder Cage only has 33 bullets in the magazine. This is much better, it feels much better. The fire rate is a little slower compared to the Thunder Cage, so with Thunder Cage you're shooting and reloading constantly. Here you have more time, it does more damage, it reloads faster, just feels very nice. It does a lot of critical hit damage and stuff like that. So this is the build that I'm very satisfied with. Now I have added Toxic Conductor. So what this does is it increases the firearm attack by 26% on an enemy inflicted with poison. So because I've made this gun for Freyna, you'll throw her Q, for example, or her third ability V on the keyboard, which is the puddle of toxic, and that will just poison the enemy, and then when you shoot that enemy you get more firearm attack. So this works very well with Freyna. Now the alternate setup here is, let's say if you are going with Viessa, you can use, instead of this, you can go with the Snowflake Conductor. So again, same setup. If enemy is inflicted with frostbite, you do more damage with the gun. Now, of course, with my attributes, I have toxic. You can reroll for chill if you're just using it for Viessa, or like I said, use the bonus ammo thing. That will also work. And you can use the snowflake conductor. Even if you don't use the snowflake conductor, this does insane damage. It will shred anything. So overall, very good gun. Let's have a quick look at the unique ability as well, so you understand what we are doing with this. So the unique ability, when using a tech skill, grants the unique ability Pest Control. So Pest Control, it basically triggers at 50% rate when it's fully enhanced. So I have enhanced this fully. What we get is more firearm attack, more skill power, and we get 3 stacks with a 10-second duration. Because it has a 50% chance of triggering, all the poison and the gun, the poison coming from the gun, all that will help trigger it and will just do more damage. Now this is a tech skill, and if you look at Freyna, her first ability where she throws the toxic bomb basically is toxic and tech, again tech. Second one is the only one that is not tech, so this is toxic and dimension. This one is also toxic and tech, and then the fourth one, the unique gun, toxic and tech once again. So this works very well with Freyna because of this. So I think this is a fantastic gun for Freyna, and if you build it up like this, this is basically competing and perhaps even better than the Enduring Legacy in my opinion, because it just feels much better to use. Reload time is fast. With the Enduring Legacy, it was like over 3 seconds for a reload, but again that thing had insane ammo in the magazine. Handling also is better, recoil is better. So you can change around 1 or 2 mods. Let's say if you're not bothered with the recoil, you can add more, something like commando, marksmanship, more critical hit damage or something. Or you could, if you're not worried about the reload time, you can swap that for something more useful. So yeah, work around. This is the setup that I'm satisfied with, because you can try and go even more damage and stuff, but this is more than enough for most stuff in the game. Plus you're using your Descendant's abilities and things like that. So yeah, overall I think this is fantastic as a gun for Freyna. With Ultimate Freyna coming out next month, I wanted to have a gun ready that would go with her. Fallen Hope is there. Fallen Hope, I haven't tried too much, but I did try a little bit and I wasn't really feeling it. But this thing, just even on Bunny, when I was leveling this gun up with Bunny, it just felt great. Even though Bunny has no tech skills, this felt great. I was not getting the benefit of the unique ability, but it still worked very well and was just shredding everything. So great gun, and I would say this should be in the top 5 guns that you are picking in the game. I wanted something in between Thunder Gauge and Enduring Legacy. This is perfect. It's much faster than the Enduring Legacy, a little slower than the Thunder Gauge, but has more ammo, and just feels like an SMG, even though this is a tactical rifle. And with combining her with Freyna's ability, and if Freyna gets a buff, Ultimate Freyna will be better obviously, but I've heard they are also reworking some of her abilities and buffing her in general. So I think this would be a fantastic combination, and we can basically, I'm also looking for a break from Bunny, because everybody's just running Bunny all the time. She's great, but I want to try other Descendants as well and wanted a good setup. Now of course you have to get a good reactor to take advantage. I don't have the right reactor. This has the right mounting for Secret Garden, but you need toxic and tech. At the moment we only have toxic and dimension available. So what we want is toxic and tech. So there is one for impact rounds and for general rounds, so Enduring Legacy for Hope, stuff like that. But what we wanted was toxic and tech for Secret Garden. Secret Garden uses special rounds, so we don't have it right now, so I've just used this one just to make sure we get the benefit of the skill increase with the things. You can see here the second skill has 25,000, 1, 3 and 4 have 21,000. Also this is not enhanced, this reactor, so we'll get more if I enhance it. So yeah, I'll try and get the right reactor hopefully before Ultimate Freyna drops, and then I think we have a solid combination for a gun and Ultimate Freyna. So hopefully this was useful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.